Hi guys, with another Sims 4 build video, and in this video I will be building this art gallery store. So this is very different to my usual build. Usually when I build something I would just mess around in the game. This build actually went off a blueprint which I created. As you guys can see here, this is basically the roof and the floor plan together, and the next two images will be one of only the floor plan and then one of only the roof. If you guys would also like this floor plan, I can leave it in the description for you guys, but you can let me know. I will always just edit and add it in there. So here I'm starting with the gallery, and at first when I started drawing a few ideas, it was very difficult because I wasn't sure what I wanted. And well, basically I'm busy with this Rack to Riches challenge, and I'm selling paintings because I'm at that point now where I can sell paintings and stuff like that. So the gallery that I have is this square room with no paint and windows. There's only a little glass door and a few paintings in there. So I've decided to sort of build something to use as an upgrade, and then I started drawing a few things and wasn't really happy, and eventually I came up with this thing, and this sort of like satisfied me. You'll see it has a lot of clutter, detail sort of things on the outside because I wanted to give it that sort of artistic look, but also keep it somewhat modern. So you will see that this cut off edges was a problem, so I actually took that out of the video because I struggled forever to fix it, because the roof features didn't want to work because of that. It didn't want to build a wall, so I had to remove that. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if it did work, but what can you do? Also, yeah, I didn't know what to do here. Well, I'm saying I didn't know what to do, but sort of the game lets you know it when you move your terrain tool, not terrain tool, your foundation tool, like if it's level with another section, and I didn't know that, so I thought the only way to get it is by dragging a wall from an existing foundation wall, if you get what I'm saying. But I found out that you can just drag it up and it will tell you, okay, now it's level with the other one. So that's a piece that I've removed, and I don't know what I did there, but I did something. So basically when I wanted to do that, it didn't want to allow me with those edged pieces, which was very annoying. But you know, it's fine. It came out pretty decent, so I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, I'm just adding a few extra roof pieces. Can you really call that roof? I don't know. There we go. So you'll see there's a ton of pillars. Also with a few of the pillars I've tried a few things and then only realized, okay, it's not gonna work, as you'll see here now, because it sort of does the foundation for all of them. But it's fine. I got around that issue. I do apologize for not also talking much, but sometimes I get a bit nervous. I'm still a new YouTuber, and I do tend to get nervous. So when you hear me stumble over my words and like then you know, okay, excuse him. So doing the outside was actually pretty fast compared to the decoration of the place. just because I knew what I wanted and where I wanted the walls to be. With the decorations, I didn't know what type of decorations I wanted to use, and also the painting. I actually took out the painting part in this video because I took forever. There's a lot of different colors that I played with, and then I sort of start over, and yeah, this video's actual length was like 2 hours, and most of it was, well, not most of it, but a fair amount of it was because of the painting. And I just said to myself, I can't punish you guys like that to watch a video that long and watch me struggle with painting. So there will be like a before after type of shot of the painting once I start, and once I am done, it will, I think it would be the same angle, and that sort of would just take out that entire boring part. So yeah, I'm adding a few fountains. I'm a massive fan of fountains. If any of you have ever seen some of my buildings or downloaded some of them from the gallery, you will see that I think 99% of my buildings have fountains. I'm a big fan of fountains, and I'm also a big fan of flat roofs. I think 2, maybe 3 of my buildings have normal roofs. The rest of them usually have flat roofs. I don't know why, but I just have this thing for flat roofs. I don't know. So as you can see, there was the skip where it was not painted and then painted, and then this is basically it. This is basically what the building side is done now. The windows also, I think I've taken a lot of the fail stuff out, stuff that I've played with, because that also took a lot of time. So you also might notice a skip when I started adding the windows, because there was a lot of different windows that I played with and went back and said, okay, no, let's take that out, let's redo this and try this and that. So but I'm overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. I must say it's in my opinion, it's one of my better works. I don't want to say better works, because I have some of my properties that has like 40,000 downloads and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what the download count for this would be, but even if 2 people download it, I'm super excited, because then it means 2 people loves my stuff, and to me that's more than enough. So I did use a few packs. I think the vampire pack I used, definitely. What's the dine out? Is it dine out? Yeah, dine out pack. And I'm trying to think. There's a few different packs that I used. Some were for tiles, some were for windows. I think those windows come from, I don't know. Honestly, I have so many packs, it's hard to keep up where they come from. So there's a few different packs. If you don't have the packs then and you download the building from the gallery, then you can always just replace a few of the things, because most of them are basically base game. I think like the building, I'm trying to think, sorry man, I'm trying to think what different packs I used, and and obviously the get to work pack. You would need a get to work pack to have a art or gallery store where you can sell your paintings. I don't think you can do that without the get to work pack. So yeah, also I played a bit with the signs. I wanted to like something to stand out when you come in, but also not too much. And you'll see there's a lot of stuff that I try and then I remove them, especially with like light features. But overall it came out pretty okay. So this room, I actually want to do like a gem ruby, like a jewelry type of creative, all your small creative works. Even if you do something on the craft bench, then you can also add them in there if you want to. This, and also when you go and hunt for gems and rubies and gold, all of those sort of things, those are like sort of things that you've worked for, so therefore you can sell them in your store. If it's something that you've gotten from someone else, or I don't know if there's any other way to get them, but this is basically just your creative sell point, if you get what I'm saying. The stuff that you create, you can put it in here and sell. I wanted to do more like display stands as well, but I thought it might be a bit too much if I put too much display stands in, because paintings, there's a lot of paintings that gives you a ton of money, and in my opinion it's a pretty great way to make money. Although a lot of people don't seem to always want, well, Sims seem to want to buy them always, but you see, now I'm starting to babber. With the fountains also, I didn't do too much, but I put a lot of plants in it just to give it a bit of character. And also with the lights, there's a lot of lights that I've tried that I was like, I don't know if this works, but eventually I got something that was working for me, and I kept with that. Sorry, I'm getting lost now, and also watching the video. Yeah, so those lights was like the sort of style that I wanted, and it seemed like it worked with the entrance. I wanted to keep the entrance like a sort of reddish color, but not too much. So that's what I've done. Now I'm just adding a few lights. I've decided just to go with the normal flat roof lights, just because there will be those wall lights where the paintings will hang. So here you'll see I added all of those, and then I decided to remove a few because it felt like it's too much. It's not getting a bit crowded. And there's a lot of lights that I've tried before I decided, okay, this is the final light, because a building can look so much better with proper lighting, and light fittings as well can play a big part. So you'll see a lot of the decoration, well, not a lot, some of the decoration will be custom base game decoration. I don't think I've used any besides from those pot plants and those well, I suppose I actually used quite a bit of other packs. I wasn't sure what I wanted to hang there, and then I remember there was like paintings with some sort of red in, and I also had to go and look for them. So this is the wall lights for the painting, which I'm pretty sure it's the only type of sort of light that would work for paintings. I might be wrong, I didn't actually go and look if there were different types, but I was very happy with this one. I also don't know if it's from a pack. I know it's an unlock one that you need to unlock with some thing. I don't know what you there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, but I'm learning. And so So this wall, you will see there's one wall where the lights are different to the other ones, just because I don't know, I had this idea where I didn't want to keep things like too much the same, like do one side the same as the other side. So I made one wall a bit different. The bathroom doors though, I'm not very happy with them, because you can't put it in a way where it's like opposite. Now they both face the same way, and if you rotate one, then the sign doesn't appear from the outside, so I wasn't very happy with that. The inside doors, I went with the standard doors that I usually use in all my buildings, and also the same color. I seem to love that door. I think I've used it in most probably all of my buildings. I can't think of a building that I haven't used them in. I absolutely like that door. So this is just basically the bathroom. A lot of people would think I don't think the mirror of the windows would work really, but it is a public bathroom. People shouldn't be standing naked in there or Sims, and the toilets are closed off, so you can't see them from the outside. So I decided to bring in some natural lights with the big windows. And I also didn't do a lot of decoration. I also kept it to the sort of minimal, just to make it not look too much cluttered. So if you guys like this type of build videos, then let me know, then I'll do more. But I think maybe next time what I can do is make a video of me drawing what I want or what the plan is, and then do the build after that to see how I stay with the drawing blueprint, whatever you guys want to call it, and see how much I also go off track with it, because I think this one I pretty much stayed on track with. There might be one or two things that's different, but like I said, if you guys want me to leave this drawing for you in the description, I'll do so. I'll actually just leave it there, so you can just check if it's there. If it's there, then you can download it and maybe build it yourself with your own windows or own decorative features. You don't have to use mine, and if you do so, please let me know to go and check it out, so I can see different people's point of view on how they would make it look to suit them. Yeah, you'll see I've used some of my custom portraits that I created, just to show them off. So for those also that doesn't know how to create custom content, I started recently, so I'm not great yet, but there's a few things that I've created, and if you go on my channel under the playlist, you'll see there's a Sims CC playlist where you can download all of those custom content. There's a direct download for all of them. I think there should be 4 or 5 videos. It's fairly short videos, but 2 of them are sets. One of them is a bedroom set, the other one is a wall painting with a mirror, so I also put that together as a set. It's the same shape, but one is a painting and one is a mirror, and then the other ones are just standalone paintings. I'm also currently busy with 2 decorative items. One is a center table piece and the other one is like a pot. I don't know if I'm gonna put something in this pot, but it's you know, one of those pots that stands in a corner with those twigs and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's basically something like that. I'm also not sure how big I'll make it yet. I might make a small one and a big one, like the centerpiece. I've made a big one and a small one, so that you can use it in different occasions or different objects, sorry. So I've done all the lights now, and this is basically it. I think the only thing left to do is to do the fountains and the garden pieces in the middle, which you'll see also just now. I've played with a lot of light fittings just to get like a different light view, but these ones work the best for me. I think this comes from this. I might be wrong. Is it Seasons? I don't know. I can't see. Wait, let me look. I think it's Seasons. I might be wrong, but I quite like those lights because they gave just the right amount of light. So as you can see, those were basically the main outstanding, or not outstanding, like I don't know how to say it, like bulky, you know, something that stands out. I didn't put any other stuff in just to keep it somewhat clean but also a bit busy. I wanted to do something different with the other fountain, but ended up doing the same because I had this thing for things should work together, and I think they call it OCDC where they should be the same. Although I did keep it like slightly different with some of the plants, you'll see it's not exactly the same, so there's some small difference by the way the plants are or placed. You'll see, yeah, on this side I think I've done a bit more than on the other side, and I've also sort of made it more bulkier, but after everything is in, you'll see it actually looks pretty decent. It looks nice, it doesn't look too bad. And in this centerpieces, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. First I thought, okay, just put the fountains and leave it as it, but then that corners looked very empty, so I've put a few plants there, which was also a difficult task because you'll see some of the plants wants to be on the same level as the foundation, which is very annoying because I don't know what I have to do to get around that, but there were some plants that I couldn't use because of that. And basically that was it. I didn't do too much. I think I've placed a few some of those wall plants. Yeah, I placed a few of them as well just to make it look a bit more bushy, but that was mainly it. So it sort of looks green and overgrown actually now that I have a look at it, but it's not like it's in the way, if you get what I'm saying. It's supposed to be there for people to look when they look through the windows to see this sort of nice greenery on the outside. And the other side, as you will see, also I tried also first with do a different style, and you know, with this thing with plants, that some of the plants doesn't want to work because they go on the same level with the foundation, like I said earlier, made it a bit difficult, so I decided to just do the same as the other side. I'm sure it won't look too bad, and it actually looked fine, so I went the same route, placed the same plants. I think I used one different color on one of the plants, and I also think this side might be a bit more cluttered, or well, not cluttered, a bit more plants than I placed on the other one. I'm just trying to no, yes, I actually did use more on this side, but overall it came out pretty decent. You'll see at the end of the video there will be this sort of after shots of the building. I had to go into my Raid to Riches challenge and move everything. Luckily I didn't save stuff, because usually I save when I do things. So this build, as you can see, here's the shots after the after shots and after pictures. This is the front entrance when you come into the building, and there's just some shots from like in an angle just to show you where paintings will be and what it would look like. That's behind the counter. That's the gem room. As you'll see, there's a few things that I've put in there, well, for this video. And yeah, well, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, let me know. And the next one I'll do a restaurant, and hopefully I also won't sound so awkward when I talk, but a practice would make perfect and will get me to that point where I'll be more comfortable with this. Please do enjoy the rest of the video. It's almost at its end. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the day. Bye.